and this time it's a bit of a different introduction because I'm in the car going to the gym. Today is going to be, the main topic of this video is going to be about supplements and the supplements that you need to get massive, and the ones that you might want to have that aren't essential. So we're going to get into that, but before that I'm on the way to train legs now, so we're going to show you some clips of legs. Again, it's legs, so you see more leg training, but yeah, it's kind of useful to show you what I'm doing at this stage of my diet phase as well, because I am, like, I guess at the halfway point of dieting, 7 kilos off in 5 weeks, so pretty quick. And yeah, we'll show you kind of what I'm doing with my training to promote retention. And yeah, it's going to be a good video, but excited to show you because I haven't done this video before, actually. Never spoke about it, but I think, you know, sometimes I talk about supplements here and there, but I'm actually going to sit down. I'm going to show you all the supplements that I believe are kind of essential, and we're going to talk about those. And you know, I've got one here, pre-workout, but we'll get into this later. I'm not going to tell you the one it is because I'm going to actually show you my favourite pre-workout, hands down the best one to have. And then also, if you like anything that I'm showing you, you can go to Elite Sups and get it from there. So yeah, we're going to get to the gym, ready for legs. Got the pre-workout to fuel me because I'm on literally fuck all food now, starving. But yeah, it's gonna be a good video. So it's better to get in and out. More pre. Think of a pre-practice.
Yeah, mate.
Nah, this is pump. The other one wasn't pump. Tom was like one more, and sometimes maybe you might have that like 50-50 rep on a leg curl, but I honestly think sometimes doing that is counterproductive, especially on a line leg curl where when you throw it up like that, you're just losing that tension away from here and putting it onto your glutes, your lower back. And I've got hacks, and I know how much of a difference it makes when my lower back is fresh in hacks. So those 50-50 reps I'm not going to go for. I'd rather, like, if you are wondering what to do there, maybe just take some light controlled partials in the stretch, because you know, like, in the stretch here, you're not going to risk shifting your hips, putting that tension on your lower back. So that's what I would recommend. But yeah, sometimes we can get away with going for those reps. If I was in a kind of massive surplus with loads of food in, I'd probably get away with it, but I just need to be smart. So So both sets I matched. I'm really happy with that because I'm like 1.5 kilos down in a week. And when you're chasing aggressive diets like this,
which is the goal, has to be the goal, that we want to get in and out, absolutely. You just got to understand, if you're doing sets like this and it feels good, you feel like the first few reps are like, yeah, I might progress. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just be smart. If you can hit the same numbers again, but with better form, that is a huge win and a much smarter option. So on there, I just kept it controlled and matched numbers. That's all I need to do. Huge win. The rest of this diet is going to be like that. I'm not going to chase progressions. I just want to retain things as much as I can. Life is a completely different path than hacks. It's just like, so I'm going to go for 415. Last time I did 4.5 for 9 reps. I always feel my other leg session was so much worse because of deadlifts at the moment. My recovery capacity is just so much lower dieting, I just can't cope with it. Whereas today I feel really fresh into this set, so I'm confident this will be productive. It might be a slightly less of a lower rep a set, but it's either that or I do 4.5 and maybe get 10 reps. I'm not really fit. 10 rep hack pause set is fucking brutal. Some days I'm going to do it, but I think right now I'd rather see what I can get on this, so then I might return to 4.5 the next week and just hold it there for the rest of the diet. But you got to have fun sometimes.
Good. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh! Again. Let's go. Come on. Come on. One. Come on. Let's go.
Oh. Fuck.
How you feeling?
Yeah, them pause sets, just brutal on your fitness because you brace and you breathe in and then at the hole you're just holding your breath. But just a little tip, always brace in as you go down. I see, I can't speak, but I see far too many people go and then go down. That was a bad time to hold my breath. But yeah, breathe in as you move down, and then you'll be way more productive in the hole where you need your brace to peak. Oh.
Come on! Oh! Let's go!
Oh.
fucking hell.
What a rep.
Huh?
What a rep. It was hard, like,
Oh.
on that first one, I fucked it up. I forgot how deep you were coming. So I carried on, I was like, oh shit, he's still moving. Yeah, good.
Fucking hell. Whew.
Still clearly too fat.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
So what I'm about to say might sound really bro sciencey, but something I've discovered doing adductors. This adductor you face away, so you can kind of put your legs straight. And I think I always cue on this. If my legs are out straight ahead of me, push the heels up, kind of scooping down and in, and it really does hit like here. I just feel the tension in the back of my adductor and higher up. Whereas the Northwest adductor, you have your feet down and you're working more like here. So if you've ever seen people hit a rear relax, they push the hips back and they have like what looks like golf balls hanging off their legs in the rear shots. I really believe this makes that grow massively. Might be bro science, but it just feels so much better in that area. So if you do adductors with your legs more straight ahead of you and not down, you might be able to get a bit more like behind the adductor, and it will, in my opinion, I think adductors are so important from the rear. You can step next to someone, they have their hips back, and they just have these massive golf ball looking adductors. It's crazy. So I'm just going to show you where I'm at right now. So I'm 5 weeks into my diet phase, I think nearly 5 weeks. 89.8 kilos today, so it drops off from 96.8 already. So I'm just going to show you how I'm looking. This is post legs, so my upper is going to look pretty flat, but starting to see a bit more shape come through now, so it's a bit more exciting. I've surpassed the annoying flat and fat stage. The light is pretty bright, but I'll show you. It's going to look really pale. Maybe crop that. Just got back from the gym, post-workout meal, I'm going to show you what I'm having. But yeah, that workout was actually very, very good. So just touching on that quickly, really happy considering how much my body weight's dropped to take progressions on the leg extension, to retain performance on loads of things. It's given me a nice boost in terms of my morale because my last leg session was terrible. Doing it 2 sleeps after deadlifts, I just haven't got that oomph. But it's good to see my hacks aren't actually really getting weaker, it's just a recovery issue, and once we increase food again and I can recover from deadlifts, it'll be fine. So as long as I can retain these pauses, that's job done really, so happy with that. Very good session, and also happy with how I'm looking as well, so things are going well. But anyway, yeah, post-workout meal, we've got the jammy biscuit, protein, it's new in from Perform. You can get this at Elite Sups, use my code PAL10. But yeah, it's very nice. So I'm going to try it out. I've already tried it, but I'll just pretend I haven't. It does literally just smell like a jammy biscuit though. Perform always seem to nail the flavours, like they get them spot on. So your enjoyment of the flavour kind of depends on if you actually like what it is that much as a protein. They do 60 grams, which is quite a lot of protein. This is the worst way to try it, but if it's good like this, then you know it's good protein. So. Perfect. Literally a jamming biscuit. Like I said, Perform seems to nail the flavours. I'd probably say it's in my top 5, maybe just. I think carrot cake, cereal milk, double chocolate, cookies and cream are better. I don't know if anything else is better than this, so I'd say it's 5th. Maybe the fluffy marshmallow one's pretty good, but...
What about the double chocolate? Is double chocolate?
Double chocolate, yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's one of my favourites, just because it's so good in the growing phase as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just start with the first supplement that is essential to get massive, and then the ones that you don't need as much. I would actually say this isn't essential. It's practical, but it's not essential. It's literally protein, so you're not gonna get bigger having this instead of chicken. A lot of people think they have to be having whey. It's just practical, it makes life easier, it tastes nice, it means more variance in your diet, more enjoyment of your diet, which will promote more sustainability, better adherence. So if you've got the funds, 100% it's a very smart move. You can add it to yogurt, oats, so you will get the variance in your diet. You don't really want to be eating chicken breasts every meal. I think the chickens deserve a break from having it every meal. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it, but it's not essential. Post-workout meal, Cocoa Pops. I think there's a bit of a stigma against Cocoa Pops. People think they're really unhealthy. Like in the whole 100 grams, and that's a lot, there's 17 grams of sugar, which isn't terrible. Essentially, it's just really easily digested carbs. You know, it's kind of just like having rice with a bit of sugar. And sugar isn't all bad. Like, as long as your fasted blood glucose is in a good position, you're not going to get diabetes from having sugar. It's about being healthy, being fit, not being overweight. It's about, you know, moving a lot throughout the day. It's not about having loads of sugar. People think, oh, what? Sugar? Like, it's not that. So, yeah, that's post-workout meal. Clearly, as you can see, my appetite isn't that high yet, because I probably wouldn't be doing this. I'd be doing maybe cream of rice when I get a bit hungrier. Because it's not like, you'll see, 70 grams. It's gone over. Fuck. So that's 70 grams, which is literally fuck all, but post legs, I've had a lot of caffeine. I'm not that hungry, so I'm not that bothered about it. And this just shows as well, when you're dieting and when you do an aggressive diet phase, people complain about being hungry. I think prep really conditions you about hunger, because this is not hunger to me at all. I quite enjoy it, to be honest. It just shows that things are working. Now, this is just almond unsweetened milk, which is 100 mils, 1 gram of fat, so it's completely fine to do that. Right, so we're going to get to the main topic of the video, which is about supplements that I believe are essential for getting massive, and the things that you should be taking, and then also things that you could consider that are pretty important but aren't essential, and then also things that are like, if you've got the funds and you want that extra percent, sure, but it's not that important. And we're going to do it in order of importance. So, well, we're going to start with the least important and we're going to go up. So the first thing that some of you might be surprised, to be honest, as I say these things, but the first thing that you could get but you don't need to get is EAAs. So EAAs basically, it's just a way of creating protein synthesis when you're training to offset too much protein breakdown in the gym. It can give you that extra percent for muscle growth. Essentially, I'll just offset creating that positive nitrogen balance, they call it, that promotes muscle growth when protein synthesis is higher than muscle protein breakdown. However, if you're having enough protein through the day and you're in a calorie surplus, I think it's completely fine. And even if you're in a deficit, as long as you're having enough protein a day, that's the most important thing. This might be important if you train for ages in the gym and you're in a deficit, and if you want that extra percent in the surplus, you can do it, but I would say this is probably one of the least important supplements. The main reason I have it is because it tastes really nice in the gym, to be honest. The second least important is pre-workout. So this is MV Pre by Innova Farm. Hands down the best pre-workout on the market. I've tried most pre-workouts. I promise you this is the best pre-workout on the market. If you do want a good pre-workout, go to Elite Sups, Pal 10, all that stuff, and yeah, I would get this. This is extremely good if you need that extra push in the gym to train hard. However, the biggest pre-workout is your head. Like, essentially just get after it and find motivation that's actually more substantial, that actually means a lot to you, other than taking substances that make you feel a bit more jacked up and your heart rate's elevated. I take it because it's fun. That's it. Like, I like just getting a bit more into it. I love training hard and I like that extra push, just feeling like I'm really, really, really into it. But I don't think it would make any difference if I didn't take it. Yes, maybe the sessions might be a bit more like a bit more tiring, but I think I would still get after it as much, and I don't think it would actually make a significant difference. And actually, when you're pushing calories and you're heavy, pre-workout can actually ruin your ability to breathe and brace. So you can still use it, but just be smart with how much you do. So you could do like a half scoop of this, which is in my opinion just enough. If you want to go crazy and you're dieting and you're super fit, you can get away with a full scoop. Third least important we touched on, but yeah, protein, we covered that. As long as you're eating enough protein a day, it doesn't matter if it comes in through this or chicken or whatever. The next least important that I use, HydroFlow. Great for hydration. So if you are
not wanting to drink loads of water, which you should be doing though, you can have a scoop of this to hydrate you. It is really useful. I think it does help, just making sure you're hydrated going into your sessions. It tastes really nice. I enjoy it, but it's not essential for muscle growth. But I'll tell you what is essential for muscle growth, being hydrated. So if this helps you get hydrated, brilliant. But essentially we know we don't need this to be hydrated. It's just kind of a slight shortcut, kind of a bit like the protein. So the next on the least important, well, kind of, it's getting pretty important now, is Support Max Neuro PM. This is my favourite supplement for sleep. I actually stopped using it for a bit, started using it again, and sleep got so good. It's got a lot of different ingredients. KSM ashwagandha is one of the most important ingredients in here. It's not just for sleep, but it helps manage anxiety. So if you struggle with anxiety, I'd really recommend it. It can help, there's been studies to show it helps with depression. Essentially, that's great, right? But looking from it just from a bodybuilding standpoint, for getting massive, that brings cortisol down. Less stress means the ability to put on more muscle, recover better, sleep better. If sleep's better, you're going to recover more. So it's a big win-win. It's something that is very important, especially if you struggle to unwind before bed, if you're very busy in the day working a lot. This will help a lot. Say you get in late and you're like still thinking about things, take a scoop of this, relax, unwind, and it will really, really help. So this is very important. Glutathione Max by Strom. Again, it's the same company who can get these elite subs. So the reason why is because it's an immunity supplement. So glutathione is the most powerful antioxidant your body can produce. It will fight off oxidative stress, essentially making sure that you're being healthy and not getting unwell as often. Take a scoop of this per day, you will get unwell a lot less. If you don't get unwell, you can train hard more often, more consistency. We know what that creates, muscle growth. So yeah, something I'd very, very recommend. And with that, kind of the same point, vitamin D3, really important, especially in the winter. Only thing I would say is supplement this with K2, vitamin K2. Too much vitamin D3 has been seen to cause calcification of your joints, and that is obviously a problem when you get older. If you take loads of vitamin D and you have that in your system, you need K2 as well. Also, I would add vitamin C, it's not here, but vitamin C, omega-3 for heart health. It's also shown to improve strength and is really good for your just immunity as well. But yeah, definitely omega-3 for heart health and just fighting off cardiovascular disease. So basically the health stuff's obviously pretty important. So from moving forward, all these supplements now, I would definitely, these are the ones that are essential for muscle growth. So this, honestly, I think this depends, but when you think about trying to retain muscle tissue and how important it is for that, I would say it's essential. If you're in a surplus, it's not, but you would need it at some point, in my opinion, if you want to maximize your muscle growth. It's carbs, intra-carbs. You don't have to have specifically this, you could have a Lucozade, but when you're dieting, I'm already noticing it now, performance drops off significantly through the session when food is low. If you drink this steadily through the session, it's the most rapidly absorbing carbohydrate you can have. Well, maltodextrin is a bit quicker. Cyclic dextrin brings a slightly steadier release of energy, a bit more suitable for training because it's not too quick. But essentially you're just replenishing glycogen stores as you train, which is so important for performance later on in the session. Your isolations, your arms, things like that. And if you want to retain tissue and be massive and shredded, then this is 100% something I'd recommend. This in your intra-shake, this is so much more important than this. So you can prioritize this. And lastly, the most important, as you'd expect, creatine. There's just simply the most scientific studies behind creatine in terms of what it creates for strength and muscle growth. It literally will help you grow. And it's the one most substantive supplement, like we know will do that. So yeah, it increases ATP stores, essentially making you stronger in the gym, which obviously means more muscle growth, the ability to create more force, all that stuff. So creatine, if you're not using this, get on it because it's cheap. And this one's pretty nice. Trained by JP Blue Slushy, I have it in a drink, really, really nice. So that is everything, guys. If you want any of those supplements, go to Elite Sups, PAL10, I keep plugging it, but yeah, use my code. And hopefully that's useful. Hopefully it makes you understand what's important and what's not. But You know, if you've got a good availability of funds, use all of them. If you just want a few supplements, you know which ones to get now. So hopefully that's useful. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Well, yeah, that is the video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. We're going to keep the videos coming. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.